The first type of men women never forget after going down are men with good head games. My kings, there is something about heads that we women cannot forget. Like, it is something we are so addicted to. So if you're a king who has your head game right, like you know what to do when it comes to that, trust me, you get women running back to you, especially if it happens to be you that you're the first one to give her that experience. You're the first one to take her there. You're the first one to give her that experience and also be able to get her to reach the peak whilst at it. Trust me, you get that woman coming back again and again and again. And especially if you actually know how to be gentle with it. Trust me, you know that you're not supposed to rush it because that part is very delicate. So you're not rushing it. You're not chewing it like it's some beef. You're being very gentle and mild with it. And you're just taking it a step at a time. You're making her feel every sensation, every bit of it. Trust me, women are going to be coming to you and you will just be running away from them because majority of women would choose head anytime, any day. That's what the other women who also like women do because they know, okay, women are so addicted to this thing. So if you get it right, you would definitely be able to get any woman. So they are very good at it. It's something they master. They learn it. They learn the art and master it. So if as a king, you also learn the art and master it, trust me, no woman would ever forget you after going down with you. I have a friend who used to have a no head rule, and no matter what we tried to tell her, she just stood by it. She would not let anyone go down on her. She was very strict about it. She would say it's disgusting. She would never let anybody do that with her. But the moment she got to have the experience, she came running to us. She was like, so this is what I've been missing. Why didn't you guys tell me? We tried to tell her, but she just wasn't getting it. But after she had the experience herself, now she wanted it like every time, every day. That is exactly what I'm talking about. There is something this thing does to us women. So if you're a master artist as a king, trust me, you will get that woman coming back, like I mentioned before. And don't get me wrong, my kings, I am not saying you should go down on every and any woman. Please do not do that. You have to be very careful. If a woman smells down there, don't do it no matter what. Do not do it because you don't want to get yourself in any form of trouble that might be difficult for you to solve, maybe contracting an infection or a disease. So the moment you try to go down and you notice she smells down there, please do not do it. And also if a woman is bushy, I just think you shouldn't do it. But I know some kings also like it bushy, so you just have to choose what works for you. But I feel like when it's cleared, it is easier for you to navigate around it. So you choose what works for you, my king. And again, when a woman is freshly shaved, I think you should not go down on her because some of the hairs can get very sharp around that period and it might irritate your tongue because, you know, you're going to be using your tongue and due to the friction, it might irritate you. So these are things you should consider before you go down on a woman. But again, the last part is if you're able to get this right, my kings, you will get that woman so clingy. This is where you see her calling you, texting you, and you even just want to throw the phone away because she will be on your case. If there's anything she can do for you, she will be willing to do it for you. And I know some of my kings will come and say, if you have money, you don't have to worry about all these things. But these are the things that some kings know, and even without money, they are bagging any woman of their choice. That's exactly why you have to be good at this game. Get the money, get the bags, my kings. Don't get me wrong. You have to get that bag. Get it, but still know your game. Still be a master at it. When you have the two of them, trust me, you'll be able to make the world go round. You'll be able to choose who you want, when you want it, and how you want it. That way you will have all the control. If not, she will take your money and give it to a king who knows his game. So that is not what you want for yourself, my king. Another type of men women would never forget after going down are men who are able to get them to the point where they are shaking. My kings, now there is a point where us as women get to after you are done that we start shaking. We get so weak and feeble that we can't even move. You get us lying and shaking for a long period of time before we are able to recuperate and come back to ourselves. That is exactly the point I am talking about. If as a king you are able to get your queen or any woman who comes in contact with you to that point where she's shaking after you're done, trust me, there is no way that woman is ever going to be able to forget you. This is where you get her telling you, you're a bad boy, what you did to me the last time. Now you'll be asking, what did I do? You are trying to claim innocence. And she'll tell you, you know what you did. And even though she's trying to claim that you're too bad for her to handle, she will still not detach from you. She will be coming closer. In fact, if she's your queen, I don't see her leaving you anytime soon if you are able to get her to that point. Because the truth of the matter is, there are not a lot of kings who can get their queens to that level. So if you are one of the few kings who is able to get their queens there, trust me, she's not leaving you anytime soon. And if for any reason things do not work out between the both of you, she would still be thinking about you and remembering you. These are some of the situations that will make a woman be with another man and still be talking to that man about you, because you are just so in her mind that she might not know when she will bluff it out. And even if that doesn't happen, she might end up running back to you without even knowing it, especially if this new man is not able to get her there. So my kings, if you are able to get your woman there, if you're able to get your queen to that point where she's shaking, you definitely have her, because she would never forget you. Another type of men women never forget after going down are men who are able to make their fountains explode. Now, my kings, this is an experience not a lot of women get to have. So if you are able to get any woman to that point where her fountain explodes, trust me, you are doing it well. You are getting it right. You have that command and she would never forget you. Yes, there are some women that they actually naturally do that, but some other women don't even do that at all. So if you are able to be the first one to give a woman like this who has never had that experience in her life, that first time experience, she's never going to forget you. These are some of the situations where even after she's no longer with you, let's say you were in a relationship with her, now things didn't work out, now she's your ex, but she will still be calling you. She might even be married or have another boyfriend, but she will still always want to come back to you because there is something you've done to her that nobody else have been able to get her to. And the truth of the matter is, not a lot of kings pay attention to this. Not a lot of kings even try to get their women there. So if you are a king who tries and you actually are able to get your woman to that point, there is no way she will forget you. Even after she's gone, even after she's no longer with you, she's always going to think about you. She's always going to have that flashback. Whenever she's bored, whenever she's doing nothing, that would always hit her head. In fact, I'm sure every time she's coming to go down with anybody at all, she will have thoughts of you popping in her head, because she would wish to have that experience again. And here is the thing, before you are able to get a woman to that point, it means you've hit places that nobody else have been able to hit. You've touched places that nobody else have been able to touch. You really hit the spot where nobody has been able to reach in her life. And that is what makes the difference. That is what sets you aside. It means you went that extra mile. You did something extraordinary, something that is not just basic. And because of this, it is going to create something in her where she would never forget you. There is no way she's ever going to be able to forget that experience. So my kings, this is something you should also pay attention to. Try to get a woman there. Try to get a woman's fountain to explode, because when you do that, she would never forget you. Another type of men women would never forget after going down are men who give them special treats. Now, my kings, this one is very simple, but yet very deep, especially for us women. If you are able to give your queen special treats at least once or twice a month, every time that you both go down, trust me, there is no way she's going to be able to forget you, especially if it is something that happens frequently. Like she knows at least once every month you're going to welcome her with rose petals at your place, some romantic music playing on the background, the mood set set right, the lights dim, wine, chocolates, you know, that's just that special treat. Or maybe you treat her to a special getaway where you both go out somewhere fun and just go and do it at somewhere new, somewhere you've never done it at before. That is going to make her always think about you. There is no way she would be able to forget that experience. And these are some of the reasons women stick to sugar daddies, because they give them that experience, they give them that exposure. So if you are able as a king to give your queen that treatment where she knows at least once or twice a month, it doesn't have to be too often, she knows she's going to get that treatment from you. There's that pampering, you're going to give her that treat, that special treat. Trust me, she would never forget you. Even if things doesn't work out with the both of you, she's still going to have you in mind, because that is not a thing a lot of kings pay attention to. So if you are among the few kings that actually pay attention to it and do it as a ritual once or twice, you are definitely going to get any woman that comes in contact with you to never forget you. Now, the last type of men women would never forget after going down on my list today are men who are able to get them to the peak every time. My kings, if you're able to get your queen to the peak every time she meets with you, there is no way she's going to be able to forget you, because it is not something you get to experience with a lot of kings. So if you are able to get her to that point where every time she meets you, her satisfaction is guaranteed. She knows that every time she's going down with you, she's going to get there. Like, there's no way you leave her halfway. You always get her to that place before you let her go. That is going to be something that will get registered in her mind, and she would always think about you. It will be something that she would never forget, like I mentioned. So that's it for this video, my kings. These are 5 types of men women would never forget after going down. Please do let me know if you found this video interesting and informative as well. Do well to subscribe if you haven't done that already. Turn on the notification bell, like this video, drop a comment down below, share this video with your family and friends, and see you in the next one. Bye.